My daughter, I do not look at what you do externally, but I see if the fountain within you is filled only with my love, so much so that it spills out in your external acts, so that even your external acts remain, as if by celestial dew, all adorned by the fountain of my love that you contain within. So my gaze is always fixed on your interior, and if my love, united with my divine will, always murmurs within you, you are always beautiful in my eyes, beautiful if you pray. Beautiful if you work and suffer, beautiful if you eat, if you speak, if you sleep, you are always beautiful to me. In each of your acts, whatever they may be, you receive from my will a new tint of beauty, making you appear more beautiful in my eyes. And my love grows in the fountain of your soul, so that your external acts breathe my love more than air and give off my love. Exhalations so pleasing to me, which give me so much pleasure that they make me go and delight in you. Then I continued thinking about the divine will and abandoning myself completely to it, and my sweet Jesus added, My daughter, for one who lives in my divine will, all things become my will for her. Everything she does, touches, and sees, she touches, sees, and does my will. If she thinks and lives in my will, she will feel the sanctity of the intelligence of the divine life invest and flow in her mind. If she speaks, she will feel the sanctity of that fiat flowing in her words, which, if it speaks, creates. If she works and walks, she will feel the sanctity of the divine works and the steps of the eternal fiat flowing in hers. Even if she sleeps, she will feel within herself the eternal repose of her Creator. And all will compete to bring my will to her, the sun with its light, the wind with its freshness, the fire with its warmth, the water with its refreshments, the flowers with its perfume, the bird with its song and trill, food with its flavors, the fruit with its sweetness. In short, one will not wait for the other, bringing all of them the acts that my will does in each created thing, so that the soul will be like a queen to receive all the innumerable acts that the divine will does in all creation. That divine volition that lives and reigns within her will attract all the acts that she exercises in all things. A sweet enchantment will be formed in her pupil, so as to discover in all things that divine will that flows in so many different ways toward her, to make it become the entire will of God. After this, I thought to myself, how is it that when I am making or fulfilling my journey through all creation to follow the acts of the Supreme Will, I feel a light coming out of me, and even if I don't see my beloved Jesus, he always tells me some truth that belongs to the divine fiat. And my sweet Jesus, moving within me, told me, My daughter, it happens in you as when a container is full of water or some other liquid. If a piece of bread is placed inside, the water spills out and bathes the surrounding area, or as it happens at sea, the wind raises the waters and forms waves as if it wanted to show everyone the waters of the sea. Thus it happens to you. Your entering into the acts of my will, your turning in it, is more than bread immersed in a vessel filled with water, and more than the wind that makes the light of my will rise. The light, expanding, overflows outside of you and, speaking to you with its language of light, speaks to you of that same light with which you are filled, wishing to make itself known with its waves of light who it is, what it knows how to do, and what it desires to do. As you place the wind of your acts into my will, so does its light move, form its waves of light until it overflows outside of you, to make known not only to you but also to others its waves of light, that is, its truths. All that I have manifested to you concerning my will was also told to the Sovereign of Heaven, because she did nothing else but continually dilate it in order to take in its manifestations, to know them, to love them, and to possess them more than her own life, but they did not overflow outside of herself. But these waves remained within her, because she did not have the mandate to make my divine will known. It was not her mission, and she kept them in her own heart, even the smallest truths, as well as the greatest, as precious relics. As sacred deposits, waiting for you, who should have a special mission, to supply you also with her wind, to make you swell the waves of the light of the divine volition. So that, overflowing outside of you, she might have her part in making my will known.